What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. We have a really cool TV to show you today. It is an OLED TV for under $1,000. Now, you would think under $1,000 OLED, it's got to be really, really small. No, 55-inch OLED TV. It's from SKYWORTH. I'll link it down below if you want to pick it up. With that said, let's jump into this really, really nice TV. All right, so checking this TV out, it looks super modern. You can tell that there's really not that much bezel. There's really no bezel at all for the most part, just very small, maybe an inch, half an inch, something like that. Very, very small. So you're getting basically all screen on here. You don't really see any branding or anything. And at the bottom, you do see some LED lights. And one of the cool things you can do with this TV, check this out. Hey Google, what's the weather right now?
Currently in Chula Vista, it's 66 degrees and sunny.
So it's got microphones all built in. You can turn that on and off if you want, but ultimately very cool to be able to control your TV without a remote. Right here, I could have it open up Netflix or something. Hey Google, open up Netflix. And there you go. So you can control your whole TV just with your voice. Hey Google, go home. And there you go. This OLED TV from SKYWORTH is extremely thin. That's literally all screen. Now, when you work your way down though, you will see all the components. It gets a little bit thicker right here on the edge, but ultimately very easy to hold. I was able to pick this up all by myself. I am not a strong man, but I was able to do it. So not that heavy, extremely thin here. Then obviously it gets a little bit thicker where all the components are, which you do get 3 HDMIs. You get a bunch of other ports as well, which I'll list on the screen right now. Next up, here is a remote for the TV, which I had a SKYWORTH TV. They sent me one before. It's the exact same remote, at least from what I can see. It's very easy to use. It's got a ton of buttons. I do wish it was a little less buttons. Probably one of the things I don't love about the TV in terms of just how much is on here. It's like an old school VCR remote or something, but you have all the numbers. You can turn it on and off the TV. You can go home. You can go to your menu, back button, exit button. You got your quick shortcut buttons for like Netflix and stuff, and Prime Video and YouTube and Google Play Store. You have your Google Assistant button. Now, one of the great things about this TV is it's going to give you deep, rich colors because of that OLED display, but we'll get more into that in a little bit. But for now, if you just want to see, it comes with the Google interface. You get Google TV built into it. So you have your home up here, you have your Discover, you have your apps as well that you can go into that you've downloaded and stuff like that. It also has the Google Play Store that when you go into the Google Play Store, you'll notice that it has basically any app that you could want on TV from, Disney Plus, Peacock, PBS Kids, Tubi, NBC. Everything is on here that you would want. AMC Network, Hulu, YouTube TV, the YouTube app, Sling, Pluto, HBO Max, Star, Showtime. Again, everything. And you can also, if you wanted to, you can sideload apps as well because this runs Google TV. It's able to do all that stuff. And speaking of the menu, I'm gonna go home real quick on here. And when we go home, one more time, we can go to the top here and we get notifications. When I go into notifications, it'll tell me what's going on there, if I have anything going on. I have my inputs, so I can quickly choose between the different inputs that I have selected in here. Go back again. Wi-Fi. You can connect to your different Wi-Fi networks. It has dual band Wi-Fi. Device preferences, here you go with device preferences. You can come in here and update your software or change settings and all that stuff. Very easy to use, and it's Android's TV is obviously one of the only ones you get, but it's also one of the best. I love it that you can not only sideload apps that aren't in the store, but also has the full range of apps, and the interface is pretty fast and smooth for the most part. There's the occasional hiccup every so often, but ultimately it works pretty well. Now you do get Dolby Vision like you saw just a second ago there on the screen. So you're gonna get Dolby, HDR, all that stuff built into it. The screen looks beautiful. It is definitely, for $1,000, you're getting a beautiful, bright, rich colored display. It looks really, really nice. So if you're interested in OLED for $1,000 or less, depending upon which size you get, you'll be able to do that. This also comes in a 65 incher. This is the 55 as well. This is Apple TV on here, just if you're curious what this all is and why it looks different, that's what this is. I'll play one of my videos real quick so you can see what that looks like. Here it is playing in 4K. I can see everything about me, my blemishes, my beard, how clear my eyes are. It just looks amazing because my videos are recorded in 4K 60, and this is playing in 4K 60. You probably won't be able to tell because it's recording in 4K 30, but it looks absolutely amazing. And speaking of the display, obviously when you're watching it straight on, pretty much, it's gonna look great. But what about the side here? You can see you don't lose any quality at all. I'm showing you that in real time. I'm not trying to mess around with you guys at all. You're gonna get a beautiful looking display on here. Here's another video real quick, just showing off what you would see on the display. If you were looking on here, again, the blacks, like if you look at the black on my table, it is so rich. You know, it just almost looks like a background on here. It looks amazing with these OLED display. And then we'll show you a couple of games. Here's Oceanhorn 2. This is an RPG game playing on the Apple TV. One thing to know is if you're trying to get this for some of the newer systems, you will not be able to do the 120 hertz on here. It is a 60 hertz refresh rate on here, so you won't be able to take full advantage of the 120 hertz refresh rate on the newer game consoles, but still, the newer game consoles are gonna look amazing on here. They will look really, really good. You're still gonna be able to get, 60 hertz refresh rate, 60 frame per second gaming on here. So if you wanted to use that for that type of game, you'll be able to. You just won't be able to get, the ultimate that you would from like a much higher end OLED, which, as you know, is going to be more money. That's why I think this is probably under $1,000, is that you're getting an OLED display, and obviously it's not the top end one and it's missing a few features, but for people that want a really nice TV for media watching, or for even, gaming like this, you're still gonna look absolutely amazing and really, really good. Here's a skate game that's on the Apple TV. Nothing too graphically intensive, but kind of to show you, like, if you're playing a chill game on here, what it would look like. And you can see all the colors, and nothing looks bleeding into anything or anything like that. So if you're looking for an OLED TV under $1,000, 55 inch or 65, obviously the 65 is over $1,000, but the 55 is not, pick it up. I am really happy with this TV. I really don't have too many gripes about it. I don't love the remote, but it works absolutely fine. It has every feature that I want for the most part. I wish it had 120 hertz for the ultimate gaming on the new consoles, but it has 60 hertz and I can still play 60 frames per second. Pick it up, guys. It's a really, really nice TV. The sound is good. The quality of the picture is good. Really, I don't have many, if any, complaints about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace.